What's up, happy people? Isang mapagpalang araw-gabi po sa ating lahat. Ang pagtatapos sa karira ng politika ni Mayura Lacuna. So ito po, mapapanood natin ang video ito. Credit to the owners, Peanut Gallery Media. So without further ado, let's begin. Intro po muna tayo.
Tayong mga Pilipino, ewan ko, hindi naman siguro lahat, but I for one of many maybe. Kapag may utang na loob ka kasi, ako, tinatanaw ko yun habang buhay. Mahal ko ang mga taga Maynila. Noong pandemic, 3 months ako hindi umuwi.
Totoo yan.
3 months kong hindi kinita ang pamilya ko. Not a single night, not a single day. Inuwian ko ang pamilya ko. Noong pandemic. That's how I love Manila.
Clearer. Isko Moreno represents a proven strength and commitment to progress, while Lacuna, unfortunately, struggles to regain the trust of her constituents. Race to become mayor of the capital city of the Philippines, Isko Moreno is polling at an astounding 86%, while incumbent mayor Lacuna trailing at just 8%. Now that is according to the latest research by Okta. Why is that? This massive divide has sent shockwaves through the political landscape of Manila. What is driving Moreno's seemingly unstoppable comeback? And why is Lacuna's campaign looking this bleak, especially considering she is a sitting mayor? Let's dive into the term of the man millions referred to as Yorme and contrast it with Lacuna's current tenure. The numbers speak for themselves, but the story behind these figures reveals even more about the political dynamics in Manila today. It's very clear. Isko Moreno's track record as mayor of Manila is impressive. And his success stems from his ability to turn promises into real, measurable progress. His administration did not just make promises, it delivered results on a scale that Manila had not seen in decades. The following are just some of his key achievements, which one can only assume are driving his breathtaking popularity in the polls. Let's start with housing. Manila has long been plagued by overcrowded slums and informal settlements. The issue was so deeply ingrained that most previous administrations viewed it as unsolvable. Watch any Filipino movie, if it's set in Manila, it's gonna be slums. Yet Isko dared to tackle the housing crisis head-on. First, Moreno built the impressive Condominiums 1 and 2, the Binondominium 1, and the Base community. Then came the San Lazaro, the San Sebastian, and Pedro Hill residences. Projects refer...
Ma'am, excuse me po ma'am, kasi yung Pedro Hill at saka yung San Sebastian residence ay nakatingga 3 taon na po hanggang ngayon. Hindi pa rin po napakinabangan ng mga Manilinyo po. Pakisama po.
to by many Manileños as revolutionary in both scope and impact. Isko calls the projects pabahay sa loob ng Maynila or in-city vertical housing reminiscent of Singapore. All this done in one term. These high-rise community or condominium
All this done in 1 term lang sa loob ng 3 taon. My goodness, doon pa lang. Wala na po silang kalaban-laban, kaya gumagawa na po sila ng kahit anong issue tungkol kay Yorme Moreno kasi wala rin silang maipakitang mga resibo o mga proyektong natatapos sa kanilang administration.
Complexes provided thousands of families with safe, modern, and dignified homes. The first 2 condominium towers, located in Tondo, obviously, were designed to house around 336 families per tower, while Binondominium was set to shelter around 168 families in each building. Now, these are not merely symbolic efforts, but a real transformation in the lives of Manila's urban poor. The contrast between the dangerous shanties that residents used to live in and the new sustainable housing could not be starker. Let's now go to the second one, restoring public spaces. Another of Isko Moreno's most significant accomplishments was his historic cleanup of Manila's streets. I love this, particularly in chaotic and congested areas like Divisoria, Quiapo, and Blumentritt. For years, these areas were virtually synonymous with illegal vendors clogging the roads, disorder, and unmanageable traffic. Under Moreno's leadership, the clutter and chaos were replaced with order. He organized the vendors and cleared the roadways, making these spaces functional again. For instance, Divisoria, the city's major commercial hub, underwent a dramatic transformation that saw vendors relocated to designated areas, while traffic once again began to flow freely. This effort was not without controversy, of course. Critics accused him of being too harsh, but the impact undeniable. According to
Kasi po, yung mga kritiko dyan is yung mga si ED at pati lang naman at yung mga tulunggis na ayaw magtrabaho ng patas. Gusto nila, sila lang yung kumita. O kaya, grabe yung mga kritiko dyan. O, kita yun naman ngayon, yung ibang mga vlogger ni Isve. Oh, sila yung pinag-i-interview. Akala mo naman, taga Maynila, hindi po butante ng Maynila iyan.
the Metro Manila Development Authority or MMDA, traffic congestion in some of these key areas dropped by 20 to 30% after the cleanup. Imagine that, 20 to 30%. That improved daily commutes for thousands of Manileños. And people like me actually wanted to go there. Now, social welfare. Moreno also focused on these, often overlooked by previous administrations, particularly the elderly. His Kalinga sa Matatanda program provided monthly cash aid, free medical checkups, and access to essential medicines to the city's senior citizens.
Oh, yan yung sinasabi ni Yorme Moreno no, na one to sawa. Anytime, anywhere. Pwede kang magpa-check up, hindi gaya ngayon na kailangan mo pang magpa-online. Kung naghihingalo ka na dyan, mahala ka dyan, wala kang online, di ba? Nga ka talaga. Sa panahon ni Yorme Moreno, ayan, one to sawa po yan. At yan po, dyan po talaga. Nagumpisa, yung mga Manileño na sumisigaw na bumalik ka na Yorme Moreno. Kasi maraming mga ordinansa o mga ginawang programa ni Yorme Moreno noon na binago nila ngayon. So, doon na po papasok ang ating Chia Chinsa para siya po mag-aproba kasi otomatiko yung vice mayor ay magiging presiding dyan sa City Council. Kaya kailangan talaga mananalo po si Ma'am Chia Chinsa at ang lahat ng mga Yorme's Choice na mga City Councilors para walang hadlang sa kanilang pagbabagong gagawin ng mga programa dyan sa City of Maynila.
This was a crucial intervention in a city where many elderly residents do not have pensions, not even access to adequate health care. Now, one of the standout elements of this program was its inclusivity. Beyond financial assistance, the initiative also provided employment opportunities for able-bodied seniors. Where in the Philippines do you see that? Maybe only in Manila.
Yes.
Many elderly citizens were employed as greeters in fast food chains and other
Saan ka makakita? Mga seniors dyan sa Manila, pwede magtrabaho sa mga malalaking fast food chain, kagaya ng Jollibee, McDo.
establishments, providing them not only income, but also a sense of purpose and community. The results of this program were tangible. According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or the DSWD, over 100,000 senior citizens benefited from the cash assistance during Moreno's term, significantly easing the financial burden on their families. You know, the families taking care of them. Now, let's go to crime prevention. Perhaps one of the most critical areas of Isko Moreno's leadership was in crime prevention and public safety. When he took office, Manila faced severe crime-related issues.
Kita nyo yung list po, o yung nagpapila sa mga tulunggis. Yan po si Colonel John Ibay na tatakbong konsihal dyan sa District 1 ng City of Manila. Yan, maasahan talaga yan. Tingnan nyo kung gaano yung pagbaba ng mga krimen sa panahon ni Yorme Moreno. Ito, wala na. Finish na sila nito. Exactly.
From petty crimes with snatchings to organized criminal activity, it was chaos. His administration focused on reducing crime through a combination of law enforcement reforms, surveillance technology, and community-based policing. During his term, Moreno strengthened the city's law enforcement by, number one, providing better equipment to the Manila Police District, or the MPD, including new patrol cars, motorcycles, and surveillance drones. Now, this initiative, coupled with increased presence of police in high-crime areas, drastically improved the city's response to criminal activity.
Ma'am, meron na po akong idagdag, ma'am. Yung mga CCTV dyan sa lansangan ng Maynila, isa din po yun dahil napaka-high-tech pong CCTV na yun. Dahil kung tulunggis ka, criminal ka, once na makita ka sa mata ng kamera, ma-recognize ka at kung ano ang kaso mo. At alam na ang kasunod, huli ka talaga. Walang makakalusot ng mga tulunggis dyan sa Manila sa high-tech po nilang kamera sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno.
The numbers reflect this success as well. In 2020, Manila saw a 45% decrease in crime rate. This is significant, a very significant achievement considering the challenges the city faced. According to the Philippine National Police, the total crime volume in Manila dropped from 20,517 reported incidents in 2019. Take note, reported incidents, there's more, to just 11,231 in 2020, marking one of the most substantial crime.
Oh, kita yung mga kabit talaga sa Yorme Isko Moreno. Kaya talaga, di hints talaga sila mananalo dyan. Dito pa lang sa video ito, wala na. Finish na po sila. O, kita nyo? O, ngayon. O, ano nang nangyayari dyan ngayon? O, panglima, sa napakadelikadong bayan sa buong mundo sa pagdating ng tourism. Sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno, nag-decrease. Grabing award ang natanggap.
Reductions in recent years. The deployment of 1,000 new CCTV cameras across the city further strengthened.
Sorry po, naunahan ko po kayo. Andito pa pala yung mga camera. Sorry
This
po.
effort, improving the ability of law enforcement to monitor and respond to crime in real time. Now, by the end of his term in 2021, Moreno's efforts had made Manila one of the safer cities in the country, especially compared to its high crime rate at the start of his term. Again, just to remind everyone, this is all in one term. This focus on crime prevention earned him the trust of both the residents and business owners who appreciated the renewed sense of security in their communities. Now let's go to education, because, building a strong foundation for the future. Isko Moreno's administration also made tremendous strides in improving Manila's education sector, recognizing, of course, that the city's future depends on investing in its youth. Now, one of his landmark achievements was the construction of school buildings and educational infrastructure designed to accommodate the city's growing student population. One of the most significant projects was the building of the Dr. Alejandro Albert Elementary.
Kita yung mga programa ni Yorme Isko Moreno. Puro makabuluhang epekto sa ngayon, ha? Ngayon, bakit si ate panay pukol sa utak? Kita nyo mga Cosmo guys, kung gaano ka epektibo yung mga programa, pabahay, kundo ni Yorme Isko Moreno. Oh. So doon pa lang, wala na. Finish na naman sila.
School. This is, of course, a multi-story modern school designed to provide students with an optimal learning environment. Now, the school can accommodate over 1,200 students, offering state-of-the-art classrooms, science laboratories, something I actually did not grow up with, and computer facilities, reflecting Moreno's commitment to modernizing education in Manila. Now, in addition to infrastructure, Moreno's administration launched the Galing ng Batang Maynila Scholarship Program, which provided thousands of deserving students with financial aid for college education. The program, of course, was a lifeline for underprivileged students, ensuring that financial constraints did not bar them or did not stop them from pursuing higher education. In the Philippines, we need a diploma to get a job.
Yes.
So that helped a lot of students. According to the Manila City Hall, the scholarship program benefited more than 10,000 students from 2019 to 2021.
Pansinin nyo ang flow chart sa mga koys, ha. Pag sa krimen, bumaba. Pagdating sa education, curriculum, tingnan nyo, ang taas. O, kita nyo kung gaano kagaling ang buti nating Yorme, Isko, Moreno. Grabe, nakakatuwang panuorin, pakinggan. Kasi taliwas po yan sa mga sinasabi ni ate ngayon. Ha? Taliwas po talaga. Napakalaking kasinungalingan ang kanilang ipinupukol ni Yorme, Isko, Moreno. Oh, kita nyo, wala silang nagawa sa isang termino nila. But cause, nilugmok nila. O bakit po natin nasabing nilugmok? Aba, hindi po yan chismis, hindi po yan paninira kasi nga nasali pa ang City of Manila sa buong mundo sa napakadelikado. O tingnan nyo yung resulta between Yorme, Isko, Moreno and Mayor Lacuna.
Providing them with tuition support, stipends, and access to career development programs. It's a holistic program. Further solidifying his focus on education, Moreno also initiated the Learning in the City program, which distributed over 150,000 free tablets to public school students as part of his response to the pandemic's impact on education. Now, it hurts me to say this, but missed opportunities and growing discontent. While Moreno's accomplishments are well documented, Mayor Lacuna has struggled to build upon his legacy. This struggle is reflected in her dismal 8% polling figures, a stark
Dahil daw, ma'am, sa laki ng utang, ma'am, kaya wala po sila nagawang proyekto. Ha? Eh, bakit? Pagdating sa mga mayroong ipapalabas na pira, mayroon pala, tapos ang bilis pa. Ha? Naku po.
contrast to Moreno's commanding 86%. Why is that? Number one, lack of continuity in public space reforms. One of the most significant criticisms of Lacuna's administration is the perceived unraveling of the progress made in cleaning up Manila's streets. Reports from local advocacy groups and media outlets have shown many areas once cleared by Moreno have started to fall back into chaos. Illegal vending, traffic.
May mismong si ma'am na ang nagsabi, ha? Sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno, yung lugar na nilinis na ngayon, anong nangyari? Ayan na naman si Idiot Pati. Hindi na naman madaanan ng mga sasakyan. So, paano natin masasabing nagtatrabaho sila? Kaya nga umiiyak yung mga batang Manilinyo. Kasi nga, bumalik ng kadugyutan muli sa City of Maynila. So, sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno, yung krimen, bumaba. Sa panahon sa mga, sa education, ang taas. Sa kalinisan, number 1, palagi. O sa panahon kasalukuyang administrasyon, anong nangyari? Ang krimen tumaas. Yung kalinisan, tignan nyo. So, doon natin references o makumpara yung dalawang namumuno sa City of Maynila. Kaya sa video pa lang ito, ma'am, sinasabi na po nating finish na po talaga sila. Wala na po silang puwang dyan sa City of Maynila.
Congestion and disorder have all returned to places like Divisoria and Quiapo, undoing much of the hard work that had been done. This backslide has frustrated many residents who had come to appreciate the order and cleanliness restored by Moreno. Now, the Manila Development Authority, again the MMDA, reports that traffic congestion in key areas has begun to rise again, with a 15% increase in vehicle delays in previously already decongested zones. Number 2, spike in crime. While crime rates saw a significant decline under Moreno's administration, they have slowly started to rise again under Lacuna's
Ayan,
tenure.
oh.
The PNP made this report. The petty crime, particularly
Wait lang, ma'am. 'Di ba sa panahon ni Yorme Moreno, kung sino yung mga tulunggis diyan at kung nakapuga kayo sa City of Maynila, huwag kayong magkampante dahil sa panahon ni Yorme Moreno, kahit pumunta pa kayo sa Jupiter o Mars o Pluto, hahabulin kayo ng pamalaang ng Maynila. Nangyari po 'yan. Oh, nahuli nila sa bandang Bicol ba 'yon o bandang Norte. Kaya diyan gumawa ng katulunggisan sa City of Manila. Aba, 24/7 ang pamalaan dyan. Wala kang kawala kay Yorme Moreno. Hahabulin ka talaga hanggat sa matrap ka na. Ganun po. Mamahala ang ating buting Yorme Moreno. Pantay-pantay mula bata hanggang matatanda, mayaman o mahirap.
theft and street crimes have increased by 12% in 2023 compared to the previous year. Residents have expressed a growing concerns about safety, with many claiming that the once effective law enforcement initiatives have not been maintained or expanded under Lacuna's leadership. Even more damning for Lacuna is that the number crime or Numbeo crime index as of September 2024 ranks Manila as the single most dangerous city in Southeast Asia. Of late, Lacuna had this to say.
Very difficult on my end yung bayaran yung mga loans na yon. There have been a lot of complaints sa traffic, yung pangungutong. Unfortunately, napakarami po niyang binitawan na mga salita na hindi totoo. Hindi lang po pagpapapogi ito.
I guess it does not
Hindi daw totoo. Andyan po nakalista. Nakalista. Paano hindi totoo? Ayan na nga po. May award na nga. May award po pang-5 sa napakadelikadong bayan sa buong mundo.
take a genius to see why she's acting this way. If the roles were reversed and it was Lacuna surging ahead in the polls, one could assume that she'd be behaving in a vastly different way. I mean, I'm certain that outside the world of politics, Hari Lacuna is a very good, decent human being. She's actually very sweet. I've met her once. I love her. But the aggression and attacks, the need...
Napapansin nyo mga kois, mga guys, hindi yan ngayon si dating Mayora Hani Lacuna. Kasi ang totoong Hani Lacuna, mabait yan eh. Mabait, pero yung bang gusto mo talagang manatili, kahit ayaw na ng taong bayan, kahit masama na sa mata ng taong bayan, ginagawa mo pa rin. Baka sa susunod niyan ay talagang kalimutan ka na talaga sa puso ng mga batang Manileño.
to run a negative campaign, the palpable desperation are all, well, at least by my humble estimation, the symptoms of a leader experiencing a deep fear as she feels her grip on Manila's mayorship slipping through her fingers. Well, in contrast, this is how Isko has been carrying himself throughout the campaign thus far.
Kaya lang, syempre, you're only hoping na magdesisyon sila and they will listen to the hinaing ng taong bayan.
When you gave her the mayorship after you ran for the presidency.
No, the people of Manila gave her
No,
the
I mean,
mayorship.
sorry, when you gave her your full support. When you gave her your full support to be the next
nagsuporta talaga
to be the next mayor of Manila, did that not was there not parang you were not returning the gratitude or the utang na loob? Kasi diba sabi mo laki ng utang na loob sa dad niya.
Yeah, that's the
but you kind of paid that back, no? Am I wrong? Am I wrong to look at that way?
katulad nga ang ulitin ko, Franco, tayong mga Pilipino. Ewan ko, hindi naman siguro lahat, but I for one of many, maybe.
Mostly.
Kapag may utang na loob ka kasi, ako, tinatanaw ko yun habang buhay.
I see.
Kaya lamang dito kasi, yung bigat ng pinagkakautangan mo ng utang na loob, isang pamilya, o yung mamamayang milyong mamamayan
Yes.
nagbigay sa iyo ng pagkakataon. Pag tinimbang mo yun, siguro, hindi naman siguro madaling,
Well said, well said.
mahirap intindihin yun. Oo. Mahal ko ang mga taga Maynila. You know, Franco, straightforward. Noong pandemic, pagsara, 3 months ako hindi umuwi.
Sir Franco, naku po, kami po yung testigo po kami niyan, Sir Franco. Nagpagawa po yan ng aming buting Yorme Isko Moreno ng maliit na higaan sa kanyang opisina para matutukan yung mga batang Manilenyo parang walang maiiwanan sa panahon ng pandemic. Kaya ginaguide niya lahat, kinukontrol ni Yorme Isko Moreno lahat para lahat pantay-pantay. Lahat makakakain at lahat walang tiyan. Walang tiyan na hindi busog, walang gutom na tiyan sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno sa kasagsagan ng pandemya hanggang umpisa, hanggang natapos. Ganon po magserbisyo ang ating buting Yorme Isko Moreno.
Pag-lockdown, 3 months kong hindi kinita ang pamilya ko.
See?
Day in, day out. I slept in City Hall. You can Google it for the next 3 months. Not a single night, not a single day. Inuwian ko ang pamilya ko. Noong pandemic. That's how I love Manila. That's how I love the people of Manila. To the point, at the expense of my family. You know why? I owe it to the people eh.
A legacy of action. Now, in conclusion, Isko Moreno's overwhelming popularity in the polls is not a fluke. His leadership left a profound impact on Manila, transforming it in ways that are still fresh in the minds of the city's residents, and inescapably so. If you were a regular citizen, would you not want a mayor that you could count on to legitimately deliver when it counts? He led with decisive action, even when it wasn't popular. Isko Moreno did not shy away from challenges. His administration proved that with the right vision and a resolute political will, even Manila's toughest problems could be conquered. Lacuna, according to the majority, has failed to maintain that momentum. And the choice between the two Manileños could not be clearer. Isko Moreno represents a proven strength and commitment to progress, while Hani Lacuna, unfortunately, struggles to regain the trust of her constituents. So why is Isko leading by 78%? Because Manila remembers. They remember a leader who put homes over slums, safety over chaos, and dignity over neglect. I am CJ Hero for PGMN.
Kita nyo mga kois magayasa. Hindi si Yorme Isko nangunguna dahil popular siya at artista siya. Hindi yun ang dahilan. Ang napakalaking dahilan, kaya po talaga hindi siya malilimutan ng mga Manileño dahil sa kanyang mga ginagawa ni Yorme Isko Moreno na napaka-significant effect nito. No, kita nyo yan, makabuluhang epekto na tinatamasa ng mga batang Manileño. Doon po na hindi talaga malilimutan ang ating butihing Yorme Isko Moreno mula noon hanggang ngayon dahil sa kanyang mindset na pang-iisip para sa kabutihan, kasaganahan ng mga batang Manileño, bata, matatanda, mayaman, mahirap, pantay-pantay sa panahon ni Yorme Isko Moreno. So ngayon pa lang, finish na sila. May nanalo na. Ayan. Pakikomento ng iyong mga opinion at reaksyon sa videong ito. So for now, I'm gone, Maynila. God first. God bless all. Peace. Bye-bye. So, outro na po tayo, ha?
Pagpalain kayo ng buong may kapal. Manila!
God first!
God first!
Please follow, like, and share, and subscribe. Don't forget, napakalaking tulong po yan. Paki-share na rin po. Bye-bye.